Good morning.
Welcome back to Yirara.
What is up, Yirara fam? You're back with another exciting episode of Yirara2u. I'm Miss Tina, and you're joining me for What's That Sound? So, can anyone remember the two hints from the previous episode? If not, that's okay. Your girls got you. The first one is it's the color of the sky, and the second one is you tie this on a present. So, the words for today is blue and ribbon. So, blue, ribbon. I'll give you a few seconds for you to guess what sound these two words have in common. Alright, time's up. So the sound for today is, drum roll please, B for blue and B for ribbon. You can see the B sound is spelled differently. The B in blue is B, and the B in ribbon is double B. So B and double B. So remember that for the next time you're reading, writing, and spelling. So I'll see you all soon. I'll give you a hint for the next episode. The first one is it's the first month of the year. And the second one is it's an animal that has a really long neck. So be kind, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye now.
Thanks for joining us for another Bible story. Today's story is about two builders. Both had knowledge. They knew how to build a house. One was wise. He had wisdom. But the other was foolish, the opposite. Do you know the difference between knowledge and wisdom? Here at school, you gain lots of knowledge. You learn to do math, to read and write, and you learn skills in music, in art, in sport, and you gain other knowledge in the boarding house. If we have knowledge, it means we have it in our head. If we have wisdom, it means we know how to use the stuff we know in our everyday life. Let's hear the story that Jesus told us. To help us understand how important it is to listen to God and follow His way, Jesus once told a story about two builders. There was a good builder, a wise man. He looked for a big rock to build a house on. It was hard work, but he wanted the house to have a strong foundation. The other builder didn't work hard to make his house strong. It was easier to build on sand. He was in a hurry to get finished. A big storm came. It rained and rained. The water got deeper and deeper and crashed against the houses. The water rushed past the house built on the sand, and the sand washed away, and the house fell down. But the heavy rain and the rushing water did not move the house on the rock. The builder knew his house was safe. This was a story Jesus told to teach us something important. Following Jesus is like having a safe rock to trust. Building our life on Jesus. Jesus said, "If you hear my words and obey them, it will make you wise and strong. You will be like the house on a rock. You will be safe when trouble comes. But if you hear my words and don't follow them, it is like building your life on sand. In difficult times, you could be swept away." Something to think about. Listening to this story, you've gained more knowledge. Now, Jesus wants you to also be wise and put it into practice in your daily life. Someone once told me this saying or joke to help remember the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. It has seeds. But wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. It's not sweet. It doesn't taste good with all those other delicious fruits. We can have knowledge of God's story, but wisdom is including Him in our lives every day.
Hello and good day to you. My name is Miss Elizabeth. Welcome to Literacy Skills for Life.
To create our community picture, open a PowerPoint presentation and remove or delete the text boxes on the first slide. Save the presentation in My Documents and call it Community Picture. Open a Google search page and type in the name of your community. And select Images. Select a picture that you want to use for this project. I have selected this picture for my presentation. Copy the image and paste onto the PowerPoint slide. You can enlarge and position your picture on the slide. Go to the Shape outline and select a weight and color for the border of your picture. And save. Add a new slide and delete the text boxes as before. Insert Word Art and select a font style you like. Then type the name of your community. You can change the style at any time. Select Shape Outline, where you can edit the shape of the border. Insert another Word Art text box and add the members of your family that attend Yirara College. You can also change the colour of the fill. You can also experiment with the border weight and the colour of the text boxes that you have made. Remember to save your work. Well done.
Welcome to Money Movement. You're doing a fantastic job. Let's keep up the effort and let's try and get involved in the game. So one field will be ladies, one field will be fellas.
And this week, we have another amazing story. There's this book called Exodus. And the big story is about Moses, and he goes to free the people from the bad king, Pharaoh. That's in the book Exodus. But the story doesn't start with him. It starts with two ladies. Two women ladies, Shipra and Puah. And it's right in the first page of the book, chapter number 1. And the story is like this. That bad king Pharaoh, he says to Shipra and Puah, their work is to go and help young mothers when they're having their babies. And the bad king, he says to them, when you go and help the young mothers to have their babies, if it's a Hebrew mother and it's a boy baby, you got to get rid of that boy. You got to kill him dead. Now Shipra and Puah, their hearts belong to God, and they know we're not going to do that. So when they go to help the young mothers to have their babies, if it's a boy, they just help the mother. They don't hurt the boy. They're always helping. But the bad king, Pharaoh, he thinks, what's going on? There's all these little Hebrew baby boys. I told Shipra and Puah to get rid of them. I'm gonna have a talk to them. Maybe they didn't listen to me. They're gonna be in big trouble. So he says to the soldiers, go and get Shipra and go and get Puah and bring them to talk to me. So Shipra and Puah come in. I think they know they're in trouble. So they decide to be very sneaky and very tricky. They have a good plan exactly of what they are going to tell the bad Pharaoh king. When he asks them, what's going on? I told you, if you go to help a mother who is a Hebrew mother who's having a little baby boy, you, Shipra and Puah, you have to get rid of the baby boy. But there's all these little Hebrew baby boys running around. You haven't been doing what I asked you to do. Well, what does Shipra and Puah say? They just say, ah, dear Mr. Pharaoh, you wouldn't believe it. You see, Hebrew mothers are not like our good Egyptian mothers. Hebrew mothers, well, there's something strange, you know. They just have their babies so quick, by the time we hear about it and we run to get there, babies already got born. And they must take their little baby boys and put them somewhere, because by the time we get there, it's too late. All the babies are born already. And the boys are gone somewhere. Where they gone? Maybe put them in a basket in the river. Ha! But that is another story. Another big woman story. Anyhow, so that story about Moses and rescuing all the slaves in Egypt, yeah, it's about him. It's in the book of Exodus. But it doesn't start with him. It starts with Shipra and Puah, the two midwives who help the Hebrew ladies have their babies and keep them safe. I like that story, and I think you like it too. And there's so many other great woman stories from the Bible, like Rebecca and Rachel and Tamar and Zipporah, and the woman who's called Noah, who has 4 sisters. My goodness me. But we'll talk about it next time. Wherever you are, I hope you have a very good evening and a very good day. See you next time. Bye.
Seeing your formal was great. Hi and welcome.
I am Maxine Thompson Young.
And I am Lucy Johnson Paulson with an episode that is so good and so much work.
Term 4 is always so busy with Christmas parties, Christmas concert, and the last term for our Year 12 students. Everyone was busy getting ready for this special night.
With great excitement, the ladies started early in the afternoon with hairs, nails, and makeup to be done. Our Girls Academy room was a very busy place. The smell of hairspray and nail polish filled the room.
I hope you all have a really lovely night tonight. I'm really excited for you. So let's all have a toast to a great night. Cheers, you mum.
The fellas put on the suits they had selected earlier.
Right now we just got a couple of fellas and a couple of fellas here just getting dressed. Look, have a seat.
Looking good, guys.
Yeah, Pete. Let's go.
The ladies look stunning.
The fellas looked awesome. The room looked fantastic. We had official photos.
We just finishing year 10 and looking forward to year 11. We just at the seniors formal, having a great time here. Everyone's eating food, waiting for dessert. Yeah, it's gonna maybe taste real good, I hope. And yeah, we're having a great time.
We had individual awards.
Athlete, gentleman, mature, and a good driver, described this fella. I also hear he has good moves on the dance floor. What could be better? He has fitted in well here. We hope you stick around to enjoy us next year. Kamalis.
Before we get there, I just wanted to say how much we've appreciated all you students here. Sometimes not as much as others, but we do appreciate you, and we do thank the Lord that you're at Yirara College, because now you're part of the family, whether you like it or not. Whether you never see Yirara again, you're part of the Yirara family. You've been at Yirara, you've studied at Yirara, you've just liked Yirara. You've done everything. You played sport for Clontarf, you played done different things, played soccer with the girls or anything like that, but you've done a lot of things at Yirara. And whether you're happy to be leaving or not, I'm sure next year when you wake up some days you'll think, I wish I was at Yirara again. Because it's such a special place. You know, it never gets out of your system, whether you work there or whether you were educated there.
Hi, we're at the senior formal and we're having fun. As you can see, Danny out.
After a great night, it was time to go home.
Our Girls Academy held their end of the year awards ceremony and shared lunch.
We have had so many visitors and supporters over the year.
Many girls received awards and certificates, rewarding each of them for a great term and year.
For senior college, they got their certificates last week at the assembly, but for middle school, our student of the year that Tia and I nominated, and she was awarded this prize. She helped us out in the footy, in the soccer, anything in the room. She's always offering to help. She was one of my teachers and masters as part of my cultural learning, and we used her for a lot of things, and I just absolutely love her, Kumali Riley.
It was a great time. Some days it is just too hot to play footy, so it was not hard to come up with this instead.
Over 600 biodegradable water balloons were filled.
It was hard work moving the water-filled skis out to the oval.
After the rules of the game were given, the fun started.